Okay, so you finished the rhetorical analysis paper. That's good. Just remember, I'll evaluate that, give you some feedback, and if you want to revise it and improve your score, that's not a problem at all. For the annotated bib, okay, we're going to shift into the research project. So the annotated bib and the final paper are kind of connected. I mean, they're two separate projects, but they're connected to each other because the annotated bib is basically the research collection part of the final project. So the research question that you're basically all investigating is how writing and communication function inside the science major that you want to join or major in. So whatever scientific field or discipline you're interested in majoring in or joining, you're going to pick that particular field and you're going to start to investigate it more closely. You're going to do two types of data collection. You're going to collect primary research materials, which um, are like interviews, although this particular year for this class, doing an interview might be tough because of the pandemic. Although, sending an email interview to a science professor might not be that difficult. Um, you can, collect other materials in lieu of the interview. I'll let you still have the interview as an option because I think it's really important, and you'll read in the Writing and Science text how valuable interviews are um, for learning about writing in the sciences and for learning about writing in any field, really. Getting a better understanding of a field, it's always good to talk to somebody. But that might be difficult, and that's okay. There's other ways we can learn about a field. Um, you can access syllabi for writing courses and science courses in your actual major or discipline you're examining. I want you to collect some sample syllabi. You could take screenshots of course homepages, department homepages, um, scientific research communities. You could examine documents, reports, any kind of genres or written materials that the scientific community uses or creates can count as primary research. Um, so that's a big part of the annotated bib is actually looking at the very specific materials that your community creates and thinking about what that means and how that says something broader about your scientific community. Um, and then again, you'll use that research to answer the question about how writing functions in your discipline in the final paper. You'll also collect some secondary sources. I want you to use the database to find a couple articles about, specifically how writing and communication work in your actual field. Um, but again, this assignment, the annotated bib, is a collection of different types of research that will help you answer the question about how writing works in your major, in your scientific field. All right. The annotated bib is basically summaries of each source that you're going to use. So the annotated bib is a collection of several sources. It cites those sources using a particular style. I encouraged you all to use your scientific discipline guide and format. If you don't know what that is or you don't know how to really find that, you can use APA style. But every discipline from chemistry to physics has its own style guide. I encourage you to look that up and practice using it. Um, Even if you don't, get everything right, that's perfectly fine. This class is designed to give you a lot of space to practice using these conventions and styles before you actually get to a science course that's going to require you to do it correctly. All right. So again, this assignment, the annotated bibliography, is a collection of source material that you will eventually use to answer a question about how writing functions in your discipline. The Annotated Bib is full of primary source materials like syllabi and documents and examples of assignments and written materials that demonstrate how community functions and uses writing. And then some secondary source materials, some articles, some book chapters, whatever, that talks more specifically about writing in a scientific community. All right. Again, each entry in your annotated bib comes with a summary and a brief explanation, of why this source is valuable, how you might use the source. You'll also have a very short intro that kind of sets up the annotated bib, just explains what you're doing, where you found your research. But this unit is designed to teach you about the MRAD model, and then to start to give you an idea of what each scientific community looks like and how they use writing and language differently, and how they use it as a tool to function. All right, so the readings will help you develop that knowledge, develop some of those skills, teach you how to collect research, teach you how to think about discourse communities and how they use writing. And again, we'll build up over the next few weeks into the annotated bibliography. All right? Okay, so if you have any questions, please come to the open office hours on Friday. If you can't make that time, but you still want to meet and chat about something, please let me know. I'm happy to meet and work with you in any way possible. All right, hopefully this video helps give you a better understanding of the annotated bibliography assignment. But again, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, have a good week.